Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
July 31st, 11 o'clock America, New York. Kissinger's Vision of Society. The Economist of last week reviews the latest book of Henry Kissinger who, at 99, does not seem to have changed intellectually. The Vision Thing. Henry Kissinger explains what he thinks makes great leadership. July 21, 2022.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
July 31st, 10:30 America, New York, the Industrial Revolution and the Colonial Conundrum. It is often argued by the classical liberal thinkers that ideas of individual liberty were the driving force behind the Industrial Revolution. Intellectuals like Steven Pinker and Deirdre McCloskey see the revolution in a very linear fashion. Global Economy. July 31st, 10:06 America, New York. Boosting civic trust is essential to Latin American economic growth. Governments must be transparent and engage citizens in decisions about tax, spending and regulation. Global Economy.
July 31st, 9:26 America, New York. Summer tourism brightens eurozone economy but cost of living crisis casts shadow. Despite a strong second quarter, economists still think the region will fall into recession.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 31st, 9 o'clock America, New York. The power of positive thinking returns to markets. It sounds mad to ignore reality and listen only to what you want to hear. But markets work like this for a good reason.
BBC News Business.
July 31st, 8:48 America, New York. Octopus Energy asks government for £1 billion to buy bulb. The firm is seeking the funds, which will be paid back, to take over the collapsed firm.
BBC News Business.
July 31st, 8:14 America, New York. Ukraine grain tycoon killed in Russian shelling of Mykolaiv. One of Ukraine's richest men and his wife died in a heavy bombardment, the authorities said.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 31st, 8 o'clock America, New York. Silicon Valley lurches between deep cuts and bold spending. The market correction is leaving some startups in crisis as others are taking employees on vacation.
Daily FX Market News.
July 31st, 8 o'clock America, New York. S&P 500. FTSE 100 week ahead. NFP, ISM and Bow rate decision. S&M. P500 registers best month since November 2020. FTSE 100 breaks above 100 and 200 DMA.
New York Times Business.
July 31st, 7 o'clock America, New York. This week in business. Recession fears. Meta reported its first ever revenue decline. The Fed agreed on another supersize rate increase. And oil company earnings are booming.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 31st, 5:30 America, New York. Falling food prices ease upward pressure on global inflation. Agricultural markets remain volatile as a result of war and hot weather. In the U.S., the impact on grocery bills might be muted.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
July 31st, 5:30 America, New York. Individual investors' love of tech stocks shows no signs of cooling. The Nasdaq Composite Index has fallen 21% in 2022. Yet many of its biggest stocks remain popular among individual investors, who say they expect the companies to continue powering the economy.
Global Economy.
July 31st, 5:04 America, New York. Sri Lanka's president warns IMF loan agreement pushed back until September. Ranil Wickremesinghe blames delay on mass demonstrations against economic mismanagement.
New York Times Business.
July 31st, 5 o'clock America, New York. Gen Z knows what it wants from employers. And employers want them to tap into the creativity of younger workers, and to offset a labor shortage. Companies are offering 4-day weeks, club memberships and work from anywhere flexibility. Danielle Ross is Legoland, New York's first female master builder.
New York Times Business.
July 31st, 5 o'clock America, New York. United Auto Workers seek to shed a legacy of corruption. After his predecessor's imprisonment, the union's president is being challenged for re-election in the first direct vote by its membership. Ray Curry, the United Auto Workers president, is seen as a strong favorite for re-election.
Marginal Revolution.
July 31st, 209 America, New York, Jeff Brennan, we hardly knew ye, rip. Jeff has long been one of my favorite economists, and he was perhaps the single most underrated economist around. For all of Geoff's brilliance, wisdom, and contributions, he never quite made it into mainstream renown. Maybe living and teaching in Australia hurt him?
Daily FX Market News.
July 31st. 1 o'clock America, New York. USD, CAD forecast. US, Canada employment reports in focus. Fresh data prints coming out of the US and Canada may influence the near-term outlook for USD, CAD amid the ongoing shift in monetary policy.
BBC News Business.
July 30th. 2113 America, New York. I lost £40,000 worth of crops in a field fire. People are being urged to take extra care to avoid causing fires in the countryside during hot weather.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
July 30th. 2015 America, New York. Raise taxes on investment? According to the WSJ, the proposed Inflation Reduction Act will lead to higher taxes on business investment. Start with the 15% minimum tax on corporate book income over $1 billion, which Democrats claim will raise $313 billion through 2031.
Daily FX Market News.
July 30th. 1900 America, New York. Euro week ahead. Non-farm payrolls in focus. Will jobs market offset slowing economy? The euro slightly gained as the US dollar weakened. US GDP shrinking once again placed more focus on a pivot from the Federal Reserve. Are markets wrong? All eyes are on non-farm payrolls data. Wall Street Journal US Business.
July 30th. 1859 America, New York. Boeing makes new offer to St. Louis area workers, delaying strike. Workers at 3 Boeing defense manufacturing plants will vote Wednesday on a modified labor contract proposal.
Marginal Revolution.
July 30th. 1335 America, New York. Hunter Biden. I am just curious. What do you all think? Comments are open, and these ones I will read for sure. The post Hunter Biden appeared first on Marginal Revolution.
Marginal Revolution.
July 30th. 1318 America, New York. Saturday assorted links. 1. Does hazing actually increase group solidarity? 2. Are Americans becoming more cooperative towards strangers over time? 3. $1.1 million. MIA. 4. Some core assumptions of effective altruism?